Hey guys, what is up? My name is Megan. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Hope you guys are doing well and staying safe. Today we are here to talk about all of the books I got in December and January, and like 2 books I got recently in February. I don't think February will actually be anything of a haul, so I'm just gonna mash them up right here for you guys. I want to let you know that I have not broken any of my book buying rules, which if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll leave my 2021 goals in the cards and description for you guys, because I've set myself some book buying rules, and as of now, it's been going pretty well. Most of these were purchased with Christmas money and gift cards, and then I have some ARCs from publishers as well as some gifts from friends. So let's just do this. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with the gifted portion first. We're going to go with the ARCs and then move on to books that were gifted to me kindly by my friends. So the first book I want to talk about is Witches Steeped in Gold. This is by Shannon Smart. Why did I not realize? Oh, I don't know how to pronounce the author. Shannon? I know I heard this author talk too, which is terrible that I don't remember how to pronounce their name. I am sorry, I should have looked it up. However, I did get this because of the HarperCollins Frenzy Presents the Winter edition, and we heard this author talk about her book, and it sounds absolutely fabulous. This was a surprise kind of ARC I got in the mail, and this is set to come out in April. This is like a fantasy that is Jamaican inspired, and I'm so looking forward to it. I've heard nothing but great things about this book from the people who have had advanced reader copies, and I'm very grateful to have one myself. It is a pretty chunky book. Hopefully I'll get to it soon. I do want to get to it before release, but yes, very excited. Thank you to HarperCollins. Then, in the same vein, I also got Love in English by Maria E. Andrew. This is also ARCs from HarperCollins. All of them are. This one came out in February, like February 2nd, I think, so it literally just came out, and this is a story that follows identity, language, and love, and I think it's like a mixture of a lot of different topics, and obviously a cute romance relationship as well. I want to get to this soon. I got this not long ago, so not long enough for me to have read it already, or I would have. This was like extra from the Frenzy Presents, and they sent out an email saying if anybody wanted a copy, which this is right up my alley. It's one of the ones I was most interested in from the Frenzy Presents presentation, and so I am very grateful to have this. Again, thank you to HarperCollins. And the last one is an ARC that actually came, like a book that came out a few months ago. However, I was supposed to review this and it got lost in the mail, I guess, and I just randomly got it in January. This was a November release in the US. I think it released a little bit earlier than that in the UK, and this is Pretending by Holly Bourne. This is a book I'm extremely interested in because it talks about dating and how it can be very difficult, and how, especially when you're in your adult years, a lot of people have really intense standards, and a lot of people feel like they need to pretend to be someone in order for dating to work for them. And this says like sexy, smart, sexy, fun, honest, cool pretending, and I think that this discussion is something I'm going to relate to. I mean, I'm in a like stable relationship now, but I had a lot of dating experiences in the past, and not all of them were the best. And I think I'm just going to connect to this book in some other level. Obviously, I want to get to this soon, even though it came out, because I do have a review copy, and so I do want to review it, you know? It's kind of what I do here, so very excited for this one. Now on to the books I got from friends, and the first one is Along for the Ride by Mimi Grace, and this was kindly sent to me by Amélie at Amélie Boucher, who is now back from her tiny YouTube hiatus. I will leave her channel in the description. She has the most creative ideas, and I love her videos. Thank you so much for this book. This is a romance road trip novel, and I am incredibly excited, and this was sent to me because I reached 1K, so thank you so much, and I can't wait for you to reach 1K so I can send you a book as well. Just saying. I'm very excited for this. I feel like a lot of Mimi Grace's books are shorter. I do have another one of her books on my TBR, and yes, thank you so much. And then the other book was gifted to me by my in real life / virtual friend, a friend that I went to high school with and now I talk to on the internet, because apparently I have met other people who like books. you know who you are. Thank you. That book is Makeup Breakup by Lily Menon, which is the author pen name of the same author who wrote When Dimple Met Rishi, and I posted something on my Instagram saying how this book sounded so incredibly interesting that I wanted to break my book buying ban and just buy it, and then my friend was like, hey girl, got you, and he sent it my way. So I almost cried tears of joy. I cannot wait to read this. This is kind of like a hate to love office romance competing apps kind of thing, and it sounds so interesting and the writing seems right up my alley. This was blurred by Casey McQuiston. I'm here for it. So thank you. And those were all my gifted books. Now moving on to all the books I got with gift cards. One of the first books I purchased with a gift card I got for Christmas was Pages & Co. Tilly and the Map of Stories by Anna James, which is the third book in the Pages & Co. series. This is a middle grade series about a young girl named Tilly who lives in a house attached to a bookstore with her grandparents, and she learns in the first book that she is a book wanderer, which means she can travel in and out of books and characters can come out of books and like talk to her. I won't say much more than that. However, if you have not read the series yet, I highly recommend it. I read the second book recently, which was also gifted to me. Did I talk about that book? Did I not haul it? Wait a minute, hold the phone. Pages & Co. 2 was sent to me by Emily, the same Emily who sent me a 1K gift. Yeah, I haven't hauled this. And she sent me this for Christmas, so I read this one recently, absolutely loved it. You will see in my wrap up. And then I got this one for myself to kind of like complete the series that's out so far. I don't know if there's any more books in this series, but thank you again. How did I forget that? I'm such a terrible person. And then the other middle grade book I got was Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Austin. This is a middle grade book that kind of reminds me of the vibes of Nevermore. There's like a briefcase, some magic, secret organizations. It kind of reminds me of all my favorite things I have ever seen in middle grade, and so I got it. This is highly influenced by Gavin at How to Train Your Gavin, as well as Olivia at Olivia Reads a Latte, who talked about this book on her Instagram quite a lot, and I felt like I needed it. My heart gravitated towards this one, so I picked this one up for me. In December, I did purchase myself 2 romance books, so they technically don't count in my book buying ban. The first one was The Roommate by Rosie Dannon, which came later because this is from Book Depository. I like this cover a lot, and this is like a very steamy new adult / adult novel about a girl who moves in with this boy because she's like in love with him, and he leaves on tour or something, and then this other man comes to live, and I think he is a porn star, I think, and they end up falling in love. I know there's like a second companion novel, I think, coming out this year. I've seen incredible reviews for this book. So I had gotten that one for me for like a gift. And then A Sweet Mess by J.C. Lee, which I also got for myself, which is a like baking romance. And there's recipes at the back of this book, and I just feel like I'm going to love this so freaking much. And yeah, it says bake a chance on love. Like, come on. I love baking. I love romance. This is right up my alley. Then we have a couple of office romance novels. The 2 that I got are The Marriage Game by Sarah Desai, as well as The Trouble with Hating You by Sanji Patel. These are diverse romances, and both of them have like, I guess like independent working women, and then in this one our main character is like set up by her parents and she doesn't want to, but they end up working in the same office space after and end up falling in love. And the conflict, I'm guessing, is that obviously she kind of walked away on him once, and so it's, will they be able to recover from that? And I don't really know a lot about this one. I've seen it a lot on Bookstagram, and I wanted to get more diverse romances, and so I really gravitated towards this one because of its excellent reviews. Then we have 3 January releases, and I'm so incredibly excited for all of those. We have, oh god, we have The X Talk by Rachel Lynn Sullivan. Rachel Lynn Sullivan is usually a YA author, so I think it's going to be interesting to see how she writes adult romance. I've heard excellent things about this. This is about 2 radio talk show hosts and they have to pretend to be exes and host this radio show together, and I guess they end up falling in love. Then we have Shipped by Angie Hockman, which is one of my most anticipated romances of the year. This is set on the Galapagos Islands. It's a office romance, like hate to love office romance. It is compared to The Hating Game. It means The Unhoneymooners. I love The Unhoneymooners with all my heart, and the cover just sparks joy, and I cannot wait to get to this. Hopefully I love it, because if not, I might cry. And the last book in this haul is Happy Single to Stay by Anne-Marie Walker, which I talked about this, and a few of them actually, in my most anticipated 2021 romances. I'll leave the video up in the cards. And I feel like this book isn't talked about much, but this is about a girl who's like celebrating being single, and I don't know if it's for Valentine's Day, but she like celebrates Singles Day, and she goes into this bed and breakfast, and I think that the main male love interest is kind of a grump, and they end up falling in love, which sounds absolutely phenomenal, and the cover is just adorable, and there's a little doggo, and I'm excited. So that was my massive haul, which I did not break my book buying ban, but I feel like I have books everywhere. So thank you to anyone who has gifted me a book, and I appreciate you guys so much. Also, as I mentioned in my TBR video, I am planning on doing a Q&A. So if you have any Q&A questions for me to celebrate 1K, whether they be bookish or not, I will leave a pinned comment so you guys can like ask questions if you want to. Also, if you have not seen my announcement video, I'm hosting a 24-hour readathon this month, which you guys can participate in. All the information will be in that video, which I will leave for you guys. Hopefully some of you will join. And yes, that's it. Let me know if you have hauled any books, borrowed books from the library recently, and I'll see you very soon with another video. Bye guys, happy reading.